here, girl. I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not, okay? This is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl. And that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it, okay? And I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here, okay? You put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up, and honey, okay, your muscles have gained life. New energy, agility, get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin pocket, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISOT down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Oh, girl, I am back. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video. What's going on, girl? We're about to get into Married to Medicine. I feel like I'm going to be here for a little while. Let me tell you why we're going to be here for a minute, okay? First of all, we're going to be here because we got to get into episode 12, season 10, Married to Medicine. We got to get into that. Also, y'all know Buffy and Dr. Contessa went viral this past week because they got into it over some old tea from season 7. Well, girl, I went back and rewatched the scene from season 7, and we're going to get into it. And I'm glad that I feel like I was right. I also was right about Dr. Jackie. She is the real villain. Her slip is showing. And we're also going to get into Mariah Huck and part 2 of her interview with Carlos King. So we're getting into all that, girl. Get your snacks. Whatever you need, girl, get it, because we're about to get into it, okay? Now, if you're a member, make sure you check the community tabs on wherever you're a member, because we did a BondyBlue show yesterday. We talked about Love and Marriage DC. I know a lot of y'all don't know that I still talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville, Love and Marriage DC. I do not review Ready to Love anymore. I'm bored. But essentially, I talk about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Love and Hip Hop Miami. I talk about that behind my paywall, okay? Because I don't care that much. And I just wanted to put it behind my paywall. Like, why not? So yeah, if you're not a member of the channel, then you're gonna miss those things when they're live. But eventually, I'll put them out like whenever I feel like it later. Okay, just being honest. Okay. It's so good to see everybody. I'm glad you all are here. We're not going to mince words because we have a lot to get into. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's start off. Let's get into it. Hilton Head. Okay. Heavenly has decided to like really commit to the role as henchman of Dr. Jackie. And Dr. Jackie has really committed to the role of passive aggressive queen pin. I don't have to say anything. I really don't have to do much of anything. And when I do say something, honey, I'm going to play you and call you a baby, call you a little girl, gather you, make you feel bad about the way you came to me in the first place, which shows you should have never came to me. Okay? Don't come to me, bitch. Don't talk to me. Don't try to hold me accountable. Don't try to tell me nothing about something that I have done to you, because I will make you feel even smaller for even coming to me. That's Dr. Jackie. And let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all was on my Instagram live and I told y'all I figured it out. That I really was thinking hard about what is it that's bothering me about Dr. Jackie. And it specifically as it pertains to her being a doctor and promoting, caring about maternal mortality rates. She cares about that so much. But then we find out through that clip from a couple of years ago on Heavenly's channel that you really do feel like women cry wolf. You feel like women over exaggerate their pain, but then you advocate for the mortality rate as if those two things aren't connected. That same mentality that women are overreacting is how we get the high maternal mortality rate. And you're like an advocate. You speak out about it. And I feel like you do it to make yourself look like a good person, because deep down inside you don't feel like a good person, because you know that you mistreat your patients and you do mistreat women in general because you can't have a baby yourself. I figured it out. That's what it is. That's what I don't like. You haven't really dealt with the fact that you did not have a child. And here's the thing. And I'm gonna keep saying it because this is what I feel. Like as a woman in this world, I feel like we are always made to feel like we're not fully a woman if we're not a mother or a wife. That's how we are made to feel in this patriarchal society, whether you want to deal with that or not. Okay. And so Dr. Jackie, being the very professional, being the doctor, being the career woman that she is, waiting till she was in her 40s to get married to Curtis. Okay. It gives to me that being a mother was never really something that was that important to you until it became something that you could no longer do. And once it was something that you could no longer do, then it became, oh, well, I can't do what all of these basic obese bitches doing, coming to my office pregnant, and I can't get pregnant. But look at the way she handles her body. She don't take care of herself and she can have a baby. And now I can't. I do feel like that essentially is the thought process that Dr. Jackie is going through and why she treats people the way she does. I don't think you really wanted it at first until it was out of the scope. And then once it was out of the scope, it became, now I'm going to low key be passive aggressive and make the women who are having the babies coming to me for help. I'm going to in some way make them feel small, make them feel bad about themselves so I can make myself feel better about the fact that they're doing something that I can no longer do. So yeah, Dr. Jackie's slip is showing, and it's showing all over the place. Okay. So we're gonna get into to that further, as we go into the season 7 situation with Dr. Contessa and Buffy, because that was all centered around Dr. Jackie. That was all centered around Dr. Jackie, and her attitude then is the same as it is now. It is indifference. And when I am called to the carpet because I have a superiority complex, I am going to sun and degrade whoever thinks they can hold me accountable, which is why her response to how everybody responded to what she said on Dr. Heavenly's channel was that we misconstrued it. We didn't misconstrue anything. We're not stupid. We didn't misunderstand a goddamn thing. We heard exactly what you said, and we don't need to hear a longer clip of it in order to understand what you meant. But it's nice that you decided to play on my intelligence because you refuse to take accountability for what you said and how you truly feel. You'll never heal from it if you don't really accept that this is how you feel. I'm just saying. So y'all, Hilton Head. We going to Hilton Head, and everybody is acting as if it's some huge, to me, girl, Curtis and Dr. Jackie and Heavenly are making this a bigger deal. I don't think anybody would have even remembered, gave a fuck, if they had not made such a big deal out of it. Curtis, your need to constantly assert your dominance over everybody, that you're going to leave. If they want to question you about your cheatation, you're going to leave. Dr. Jackie did the same thing in season 7. If y'all going to keep asking me to sincerely apologize to Buffy, I'm going to take myself away from the group. And y'all know how everybody's going to respond because everybody's over there sucking on their clit. They're going to be like, no, Dr. Jackie, no, Curtis, don't go. That's how they're going to be. And so they know that. And so they play on that. And I was actually here for Dr. Eugene because Dr. Eugene was like the only person when they were all in that kitchen. And I'm going to go back to it. But he was starting to get annoyed by the fact that they were acting as if everybody was going to shit on them about this. When it initially happened and you cheated on her, everybody had your back. Everybody was supportive of y'all's marriage. Nobody really dragged Curtis, especially not the men. So why do you automatically feel like if we go to Hilton Head, somebody's going to be dragging you about you cheating on Jackie from like 3 or 4 years ago? It's because you're still cheating on Jackie. That's why. That's why. Kima and Alicia. Kima says Alicia is trained up right to make him a plate. Later, he tells us how you have to keep aggravating a woman about something. Where's my plate? Where's my plate? To train her to make your plate so you don't ever have to make your own food. I swear to God, y'all misogynistic ideals about relationships are so tired and stupid and through. You are supposed to be doing shit for each other. I just had this moment with my husband the other day where I was just like, I really love the way we take care of each other. It's not even a question or a word at this point. I was sick. Lyric knows to clean the damn dishes and make sure that I eat when he comes home because he knows I won't eat. Okay? When Lyric is trying to sleep because his work schedule is crazy, I'm going to make sure I feed the dogs and that they're quiet and that he has whatever he needs to go to work the next day. Like, it's an automatic thing to just be of service and make sure the other person gets whatever they need in the moment. So when you hear these stupid, misogynistic 1950s fucked up ideas about women and men and what they're supposed to be doing in relationships, it's really just stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid. Dr. Heavenly says that she isn't coming because Curtis isn't feeling it. Really, Dr. Heavenly, you care so much about what Curtis feels? Okay. Dr. Jackie doesn't want to go. And then she's like, I'm going to go, you guys. What were you crying about, Dr. Jackie? Why didn't we have a camera at Jackie's house so we could know what was going on between her and Curtis during this scene? Because obviously they were arguing with one another. I want to know what was said. Simone doesn't feel good about snatching the Band-Aid off of a wound. We all know that at some point a Band-Aid has to come off of a wound. We all know that, right? Dr. Simone, you may not have wanted to really hurt Jackie, but now I'm starting to feel like you absolutely wanted it to be known what was really going on. Like, there's some shit going on. Jackie has some stuff going on, and we had to talk about me and Curtis. So why we not, me and Cecil. So why we not talking about her and Curtis, even though it's still going on? There is a part of me that feels like Simone is the girl production goes to when they need something done, because she's the one that can do it the nicest way. She can play the she can play dumb. And I think that is what Heavenly is pissed off about. I think Heavenly is pissed off that Simone is production's do me girl. She's the one that's going to do whatever they need her to do to move the story along, because she knows it'll be most well received, which is why Jackie is so pissed off, because Jackie knows that that's what's happening too. Y'all, we're not even about to play no more. Simone, you do know what you're doing. You do know what you're doing. I do feel like you're doing this for production. And you know what? I'm not even mad at you, because this is a fucking reality show. And I have had it up to here with the Robin and Wands of the world that want to come on these shows and get these checks and have all of this shit going on in their personal life, and they don't show us, and they have really nothing else going on. Like, you think we give a fuck about y'all renovating a house or how much Jackie is working down to the office? That's been y'all storyline for 10 seasons. Enough. What is really going on? And yes, we talked about Curtis cheating back in the day, but they really glazed over it. It really was like it happened. Jackie, kicked him out the house. Then he was back in the house. Then it was all good. We really didn't see any of it. We didn't see Jackie and Curtis have arguments or her crying. No, we saw her talking to the women about it and trying to save face. That's what we saw. I want to know what Jackie was crying about. Jackie is ice cold and don't ever show fucking emotion. Why was there not a camera there? I'm going to say it again. Phaedra shows up just as everybody is leaving because she's a B character for a reason. I don't even know why y'all put her in the cast photo. She really just needed to be friend of. There's no reason for y'all to be acting like she's actually a full character when she's just here for funny repartee. She's just here for a little cackle, a little giggle. She's not giving any story. Not really. Not really. Where's her man? Since everybody needs a man on these shows. Eugene tells us about a man that overdosed because he fucked himself with a dildo with cocaine on it and OD'd. Wow, the things people do. Then we also get into conversations with Kima about African culture and how y'all don't do oral sex. It's taboo. And he makes a comment about how, Kima isn't, how Alicia isn't really in to oral, but if that's something that she wanted, he think about it. Y'all are married, and I'm sure that y'all being Nigerian, I bet you any money y'all are Christian, right? And in the Bible, it says that you cannot defile the marriage bed, which means that if you want to eat out your partner or you want to suck your partner's peen, like, do it. Nobody cares. Like, and why should anybody even know about it? Like, who's watching? Are we telling our family members that we just did this, at the dinner table on Sunday? Like, what's happening in African culture that y'all are like actively being so taboo about what you do in the bedroom that you're like having conversations with people about it? Like, what's wrong? I just feel like it's a lot of parameters for no reason. Like, if you don't want to do something, fine. But I don't think it should be like a cultural thing to not enjoy your partner however you choose to enjoy your partner. Like, it's that's weird for me. And in all honesty, I feel like it comes from a place of not wanting women to enjoy sex. That's what I feel. I feel like you don't want to perform oral because oral is only like when a man is going down on a woman, that's only for the woman. I don't think y'all really give a fuck about women sucking dick. I don't. I feel like y'all say that y'all are not into oral either way, but expect head from women. I do. And I feel like when you say you don't do it, it's because you really don't want to pleasure a woman. Like, that's how I feel. Sex should always only be about the man. It shouldn't be about the woman. And we all know that popping on that clit is going to be for her. So yeah, that's what I think it's really about. Y'all just don't want to pleasure women, and y'all don't want it to be a cultural thing for women to receive pleasure. Like that we're against that. No pleasure for the women. Okay? That's how everyone feels. And I feel like, okay, fine. But then you want the women to act like damsels in distress, like Phaedra, help me with my luggage. Listen, I'm 5'3". What I look like carrying heavy shit when they got strong ass niggas around? And my mindset is I might do something for you because I'm a woman. I have smaller hands. I don't know. Something might happen where I'll be like, oh, I got that. Don't worry about it. And so when it comes to heavy shit, no, if there's a strong man around, why should I, use my strength when it'll be more cumbersome for me than it will for you? That doesn't even make any sense. Like, I don't reach for anything in my house. Like, for what? I have a husband that's 6'3". What am I reaching for shit for? I don't have to reach for anything. For what? I'm not picking up anything heavy either. Like, yes, if we have to move something in this bitch together, yes, we're going to move it together. I don't have time to be waiting for your homeboy to come by. So yeah, we're going to try to pick this shit up together. I don't have time. Okay. That just comes from my impatience. But outside of that, if this is something you can pick up on your own, like, I'm going to watch you and make sure you do it the way you like. What? Like, so I'm with Phaedra on that, but I don't understand why the men are acting like that's something that they really want to do. No, you want to pick something up because it proves you strong. But if I ask you to go get me some damn tea, are you going to act like that's something you can't do because that's in the kitchen and that's what women do? Yeah. See, it's stupid. It's stupid. Okay? It's stupid. Then Jackie, Curtis, Heavenly, and Damon show up together. Child, the way Heavenly was holding on to Damon's arm, I was just like, girl. The self-righteousness of it all. Toya calls out Heavenly for not wanting to come just because of Jackie, as if y'all don't have friendships with everybody else. No one would have been talking about Curtis cheating if they didn't make such a big deal about it. I agree with Toya. Jackie says they can leave it dead then. And Sweet Tea points out that they brought up Quad and that Jackie should be in the hot seat. And then Jackie goes on this tirade about how she's always in the hot seat because she's a doctor. But see, right when she said the last thing, y'all, when she said the last thing, this is the moment that I realized that my assumptions about her are right. The last thing that she said was, I'm in the hot seat every time I help someone else have a baby that I can't have. Jackie said that shit up out of her mouth. And I know she thought she was reading Sweet Tea down in that moment, but to me, this is when the slip shows. This is when you tell on yourself. And this is when we understand why you have this nasty disposition and this cold-hearted energy. You need to deal with it, Jackie. You need to deal with it. You need to be honest about how you're feeling, no matter how ugly it is. Accept it so you can let it go. But as long as you keep trying to hide it from everybody and trying to contain it and keep it in this dark space, it is going to get bigger and bigger and seep out in the way you handle yourself. That's already happening. You have got to deal with your issues and stop thinking that getting dirty and digging deep and dealing with your emotions and your shadows is too messy. You think it's too messy. You think that people shouldn't do that. Everything needs to stay looking good, but not actually being good. And that's the fucking problem. That's the problem a lot of y'all with the respectability politics have. Y'all never like to go any deeper on anything. You want to stay surface level. And guess what? That does not benefit you in the long run. It doesn't. Because look how this is affected her business. That's why Dr. Contessa is on the internet crying, not because she didn't do what Buffie said she did, but because she knows that if it is out there that she would say something fucked up like that to Buffie, that would look bad on her as a doctor, just as what Jackie said on Heavenly's channel looks bad on her as a doctor. We're going to get into that shit, y'all. Because I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to have to tell y'all again. I know Buffy, needs to let it go and all of that shit. But I'm kind of leaning towards believing Buffy that Contessa said what she said. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. I went and watched that scene back. Yeah, bitch. I'm believing Buffy. I really don't feel like it was outside of your wheelhouse. Everybody was telling you that you was fucking tripping. And I think it was coming from a place where Contessa wanted to be a part of the clique. You want to be in solidarity with the doctors. That's what I think it was. I want to be in solidarity with the doctors, and everybody is over there sucking on Dr. Jackie's clit because y'all see her as, Mother Mary. She holds herself in this high regard. She doesn't show any mistakes. So y'all think that she's superior to y'all, and y'all put her on a pedestal. Y'all pedestalize Dr. Jackie. And because of that, y'all come to her defense even when she's wrong. Dr. Contessa was being a henchman for Dr. Jackie in the scene with Buffy, the same way Heavenly is doing right now with Simone. That's what I feel. That's what I see. That's what I feel. Okay? Sorry, fire. Sweet Tea points out that what Jackie said was Jackie joked and said that the woman that Greg was down to the hotel with when he was cheating on Quad was going to show up to the bachelorette party. Dr. Jackie, what type of fucked up shit is that? That's why I tweeted Dr. Jackie ain't shit. Because essentially, Dr. Jackie, you is a mean, nasty, dark-hearted old bitch. Because you say and do things on the slick and on the slide, and everybody protects you. And then when somebody pop back at your ass and tell you, fuck you, bitch, everybody won't act like Sweet Tea is overreacting. I'm sorry, y'all. I feel like Sweet Tea is just being emotionally honest in the moment and don't give a fuck about Dr. Jackie and a pedestal y'all didn't put her on. I'm sorry. I'm on Sweet Tea's side. Girl, you ain't about to baby girl me to fucking death and think that I'm not gonna curse your ass out and call you an old bitch. That's another reason why I love Dr. Eugene so much. I love Dr. Eugene. He's so fair. I swear to God, Dr. Eugene was the only one that was like, if you don't want to be called an old bitch, stop calling her baby girl and little girl and all of that shit. Like, everybody can hear the condescension in Jackie's voice when she's talking to Sweet Tea. Why y'all playing on that girl top acting like she overreacting when that lady was sitting up there being condescending the whole time they was talking? And Sweet Tea was absolutely right, bitch. Why should I have any sympathy for you and Curtis when you brought up Greg cheating on Quad like he gonna cheat on me? What I did to you for that to happen? Y'all. We not going along with the bullshit today. That's not what we doing. Simone says, for anybody to think that she planned a trip for the sole purpose of reopening a wound, she and Cecil have been married for 26 years. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. If it wasn't for you. Heavenly feels like Simone should have changed the location once she realized it bothered Jackie and Curtis. Simone don't give a fuck about how Heavenly feel. She feel like Heavenly doing too much. This is why Simone and Heavenly can never get back on a good foot again. Because at the end of the day, you're going to stay getting involved in shit between Jackie and Simone as if their friendship doesn't predate yours. You don't need to defend Jackie. Jackie needs to defend her fucking self. Jackie needs to speak up for herself and get into some of these arguments her damn self instead of using you as a pawn. And honestly, I'm wondering if you doing all of this so you can get back in Jackie's good graces because you didn't want to take that YouTube video down. I'm just wondering. I'm wondering the time frame because maybe this happened before that. But for some reason, I feel like you, because she online still. She online still, saying that she knows she is the henchman and y'all act like y'all ain't know. Y'all already know that I'm going to defend Dr. Jackie. So we know on some front, you ain't give a fuck about Dr. Jackie because you ain't take that video down. You put yourself first. So that let me know that what you're doing right now may be just because you want to make sure that you and Jackie are on, in good graces. Because I'm going to tell you what it is. Heavenly's relationship with Jackie is a trauma response. We had already talked about how Heavenly, did not have the best relationship with her mom. It seems as if her mom was abusive to Heavenly. The way she talked to Heavenly, keeping Heavenly in a dark room, keeping her inside, controlling her, not allowing her to have other friends. I think that Heavenly's relationship with Jackie is a direct reflection of the love and support that Heavenly wish she would have got from her mother. Because let's not forget, Jackie is still about a decade older than Heavenly, a decade or so older. She's still older than her. So when I look back on the way Dr. Heavenly talked about her mom and all of that, and also the way her mama kind of pitted her and her sister against one another, is very reminiscent of Dr. Jackie pinning Simone and Heavenly against one another. Because to me, I don't give a fuck whether that's what you intended to do or not. That's what you do whenever you don't handle your issues with Simone directly and you let Heavenly do all of the barking for you. So yeah, it is definitely given that Heavenly is acting out of a trauma response when it comes to Dr. Jackie. So I can't really trust nothing she got going on when it comes to that. Okay? I want her to get that shit together. All right? Because Dr. Jackie is not your fucking mama. All right? What else is going on? I still don't feel like Simone is innate, like really trying to hurt Dr. Jackie. But also, this shouldn't hurt Dr. Jackie to be at Hilton Head. If you didn't forgave the man and you still with him after he cheated on you, what the fuck the hotel got to do with anything? They arguing, the neighbors complain about the noise, they take it inside. Phaedra points out that Jackie has her henchman Heavenly doing exactly what she wants her to do, getting Simone's ass. Phaedra pointing that out, hilarious, because the doctors on this show, I feel like brought Phaedra in and really give her a pass on, doing any really dirty work as a part of the cast on this show. It just kind of feels like Dr. Jackie, Heavenly, they did a lot of praising of Phaedra when she came on the show. You know what I mean? And now in the confessional, Phaedra is letting it be known that she see them for exactly who they are. I wonder how that's going to play over. Eugene is starting to get annoyed with the idea that they would shit on them about the cheating situation. Jackie says, think about what they have gone through coming to this place. If everyone quit being selfish, they would understand that this is not about them. And this is what I mean when I talk about Dr. Jackie always having to denigrate, degrade, talk down, be condescending when she's responding to people. Because Eugene is saying at the end of the day, when this initially happened, we rallied around y'all and we supported y'all staying together. Why the fuck would we get to this hotel all these years later and act opposite of that? You know what I'm saying? That's what Dr. Eugene is saying. Curtis is still in the mindset of, I'm going to keep threatening everyone and talking loud because I know they'll back up off of me when I do that. Curtis is just trying to get everybody to back up off of him and stop talking about it. And Eugene is just like, but y'all in here threatening us that y'all gonna leave. I'm starting to get aggravated because why the fuck would you think we would do that to y'all? You know what I'm saying? And Jackie turns around and then says that everybody's being selfish. Nobody's being selfish. If anything, y'all are being selfish. Y'all made this shit about y'all. Y'all made it a big deal. Nobody was really thinking about that until y'all decided to make it a big deal. Y'all are making it about y'all when it was a trip about the whole group. Let's be clear. Curtis then yells, we can make it a good weekend or not. And I'm not going to be here if we're going to be drudging up old stuff. All right, Curtis, we got it. You're going to leave if they try to hold you accountable. Sweet Tea says no one gave a fuck about how she felt. They made, Jackie made fun and said the woman Greg was in a hotel with was on her way to the bachelorette party. Jackie says, well, get it out. I want to hear what you have to say. Condescending. Sweet Tea screams, fuck you, bitch. Because at the end of the day, that's really all I have to say. Fuck you. Okay? Everybody act like Sweet Tea is overreacting just because all these old ass people are used to being passive aggressive and just shutting up around Jackie. I'm not mad at Sweet Tea. I understand why she said what she said. Jackie says she will handle baby girl later, continuing to son and be condescending towards Sweet Tea. Dr. G then says she needs to relax because her language was a bit strong. And he kind of jokes that, you know, that's his baby and y'all don't want him to let Sweet Tea out the box. And Heavenly says Quad was worse. She gonna keep throwing Quad in that girl face. Y'all fucked up for that. And Dr. G, I would like to point out that you haven't changed much, but you changed enough. Y'all want to keep acting like it was all Quad. But everything that I feel, you know, not everything, but there are a few things that Dr. G was doing with Quad, just being unnecessarily cruel or mean or just not handling her with care the way he could have. I saw him do that, not taking out the trash when she asked him to. And then there was another time, many times when she would get into it with the other women, but specifically when her and when her and Mariah got into that fight. And it was understood that Mariah kind of came at her. It wasn't Quad trying to fight Mariah. It was Mariah trying to fight Quad. And he still went in on her. There were other times where it seemed as if he would be on camera reprimanding her for defending herself against the other women. And with Sweet Tea, he made it a point to tell Sweet Tea, yeah, you need to apologize to Jackie because you shouldn't have cursed her out like that. But I still love you and I'm in your corner. That was something he never gave to Quad. He always made Quad feel like she was wrong. And he always had to speak for everybody else when it came to people kind of attacking Quad or fucking with Quad and Quad defending herself. And I'm not saying that this was all the time. Y'all, in later seasons, Quad has been giving everybody her ass to kiss in Sister Circle. But before Sister Circle, if you go back and watch it, it was a lot of them treating Quad like she was less than because she's not a doctor's wife. Because she's not a doctor. Because she's just a doctor's wife. They were doing the same thing to Mariah. They were doing the same thing to Toya, where they think they're stupid or think they're less than because they're not the doctors. Okay? This is the culture of Married to Medicine, and it kind of always has been. Okay? The only thing is that Mariah would not allow y'all to play with her like that because she was the executive producer on the show. So she had that superiority complex on them because essentially I gave y'all this opportunity. But Mariah, I think a lot of the times when she did have that attitude with the women, it was because they were already trying to sun her for not being a doctor. I think that Dr. Jackie specifically was leading the troop with the doctors, and I think she has an elitist attitude. I think she thinks she's better than everybody because she's a doctor. And so she felt that way about Dr. Heavenly. They gave Dr. Heavenly the hardest fucking time. She had to earn her stripes as a doctor for Dr. Jackie before Dr. Jackie really accepted her and all of that. Because they just called her a dentist. She was just a dentist for the longest and had to keep telling people that a dentist is a goddamn doctor. So essentially, I feel like, we could play all we want to, but y'all have definitely treated the women who aren't doctors differently on this show. And I think they were doing that to Quad for the longest, especially Dr. Jackie. Even though there were times when they were especially when the cheating was going on, they were going through that at the same time. Quad was going through shit with Dr. G, with him cheating on her. And Dr. Jackie and Curtis were going through their shit at the exact same time during the same season. And it seemed as if the only one that everybody really cared about as it pertains to the group was Dr. Jackie. She was the only one that everybody was woo-woo-wooing. Quad was basically having to go through things on her own. And then you got Dr. Simone chastising Quad about why she hasn't given this man a baby. Bitch, you my motherfucking doctor. I don't care if you my friend or not. You do not have the right or the place to be questioning me about why I'm not giving a man I'm with a baby. Whatever reasons I might have, bitch, I could feel like I don't want to give the nigga a baby simply because I don't want to get pregnant. I don't want, whatever the reason is, I have every right to feel that way because it's my fucking body. I'm just trying to remind everybody, you know. And maybe Quad was never really in love with Dr. G. Maybe not. But I feel like she did not show him the contempt he showed for her. I think he often looked for opportunities to humble Quad. I think that he wanted Quad to shrink herself. And I think Quad still showed up for Dr. Gregory when he needed her to show up for him. When he needed somebody to help him put his practice together and get his office together, Quad was there. She was still in there cooking and making sure he had food. Every time we saw Quad and Dr. G, she was in the goddamn kitchen. But everybody wants to act like because this woman felt that she was not in a good place to have a baby yet, everybody feels like, oh, she didn't love him. She was wrong. No, fuck y'all. Nobody has to have a baby with somebody if they don't feel like it. And I'm glad she didn't have a baby with Dr. G because he was abusive towards her. And it would have all been on her. He wouldn't have been helping her. He wouldn't even take out the fucking trash. And y'all want this lady to have a baby for him. Stop it. Stop it. I need you to be doing all the shit that I need for you to do before I have a baby for you. Because once I have a baby, y'all niggas switch up and get mad because all the attention is not on you. I need you to already be in a space of understanding that it is not all about you, sir. Because once I have a baby, you're going to get mad that it's not going to be about you anymore and it's going to be about this baby. And then you're going to be mad at the baby on some slick shit and making me do everything for the baby. And we know how much niggas like to take it personal when babies cry and don't really show them that they like them. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck? I think people were being crass when it came to Quiet in her relationship with Dr. Gregory. And I still feel like when I'm watching him, he learned from that because he's handling Sweet Tea better than he handled Quad. I'm sorry. He can act like, it was all Quad, but you knew it was you. You know it was you because now your old ass trying to handle shit better than you did before. Anyway. Simone joking on Kima. Simone, they basically joked on Kima and Alicia the entire trip. And I honestly understood why Alicia decided to get in their ass about it, but I also feel like her response was stupid. Okay? We're going to get into that in a moment. Eugene says jokes that the women are supposed to be in the kitchen barefoot now. Like, that shit was so funny. Simone hugs Jackie and Curtis, tells them that she loves them. Curtis tried to act like he didn't want to hug her. And then when he hugged her, it was the tightest hug ever, child. Niggas is fronting. Simone knows Jackie's being passive aggressive, meaning that she's probably not going to come out of her shell for the entire trip. And I feel like that's emotional blackmail. I think Dr. Jackie emotionally blackmails the people around her all the time. Like, I can be nice, Dr. Jackie, or I can be cold, Dr. Jackie, that cuts you to the white meat with my words and my looks. Dr. G tells Sweet Tea in private she needs to apologize to Dr. Jackie, but he loves her and he always supports her. Again, better than he did Quad. Eugene points out to Kima, Alicia, and Toya in the kitchen when they was cooking breakfast that Dr. G was more angry than he led on because he said, when they were all talking about it, it's always funny until it's happening to you. You was making jokes and shit until it's happening to you, Dr. Jackie. But I also feel like nobody was like really saying or talking to Dr. Jackie. They just kind of talking into the air to everybody. And I don't like that they do that. Talk directly to the bitch. Okay. Toya says that Dr. G told Letitia not to call that old lady a bitch. And Eugene says, well, don't call her little baby. Simone and Heavenly, they talk in the bathroom while they getting their makeup done. And Heavenly apologizes and says that, it's other stuff. It wasn't just really about you. I'm sorry. I know you wasn't meaning to be malicious. And I got a lot built up, but it wasn't really about you. So they come to Jesus moment, but essentially we know what Heavenly is saying is production, and my unhealthy allegiance to Dr. Jackie, who I have put in a toxic mother role as a trauma response. So the men go to a cooking class and the women go golfing because usually it's the other way around. Y'all know Dr. Eugene likes to cook. So this was good for him. But he has to check Kima again for saying that cooking is woman's work. They stay joking on Alicia and Kima because Dr. Simone joking on Alicia ass because she was saying how uncomfortable her bed was, and they was like, yeah, because your ass was in the bed with Kima. Sweet Tea says that, you know, she's an empath and she really usually feels for people, but she was triggered by Dr. Jackie and she wants to apologize for cussing her out. Dr. Jackie basically says she understands that, but apologies are for you, meaning that she's not going to accept her apology because it's okay for you to joke on me and my man, but I can't tell you, fuck you, bitch. Girl, please. Girl, please. Okay. I feel like Dr. Jackie is full of shit. I feel like everybody is protecting her on this show, and I'm tired of it. I think Kima is an asshole, and I think Alicia, her response to the other women saying the other women need to be trained is bullshit. You don't even like the way your husband is. You're just over there being passive because that's what you think you're supposed to do to keep a man. You still so early in your relationship and so early in life, really. She in her 30s too, right? Yeah, you so early in life that you don't even like really recognize that you are harming yourself long term when you have unrealistic expectations of yourself. You're not going to be able to uphold that nigga's fantasy of how women are supposed to be because that is not who you are. And you keep telling us that's not who you are, Alicia. So why your response to Toya is that the women need to be trained? Girl, you're over there complaining about this man not even being able to screw in a goddamn light bulb. You over there talking about having to pull out a hammer and telling him that he's not a man and you're more of a man than he is because of what you can do and what he can't do. But you're going to tell these women that they need to be trained? No, ma'am. You need to be trained on how to train your husband because Toya knows what the fuck to do. I know you said a lot of that to Toya, but Toya don't need to be trained. Toya has the perfect life for what's going on. Her husband takes care of her. She takes care of her husband. She's not complaining about Eugene not doing for her. She might be complaining about romantic dates, but I'm talking about around the house and being of service to one another and not letting one person carry the load of everything in the household under the guise of bullshit gender roles. Wake up, Bam. Wake up. They've been married for 7 years. Good luck. Good luck with that. Because she's still complaining. She's 40. She look good. She look good for her age. Girl, go ahead. I thought she was in your 30s. Alicia is younger than T by a few. Oh, she can't be in her 40s then. Because Sweet Tea is what, 32? 30? But she gives young. I really don't care. And I don't care how long they've been married because you still complaining about shit that should have been rectified at the beginning. Like to still be arguing about gender roles when you 7 years into a marriage, I think that's regressed. I think that's some slow shit. Y'all might be doctors and you know dentists and all of that, but when it comes to relationships and autonomy and understanding your power in your relationship, ma'am, it's coming off like a little girl. Yes, never heard Toya complain about being a single married woman. Never. Because Dr. Eugene helps her. like it's supposed to be. Oh, Lord, I ain't got time for y'all. I really don't. Women, like pick me ass women that promote their own labor, like your own, you know, made mattress and muling. Like, why are you promoting that for you to be doing everything? Why should any woman be in a household with a full grown fucking man doing everything? That doesn't even make any sense. And you're gonna get all defensive because they keep calling you out on it, but you keep complaining about it, and he keeps saying stupid shit. He keeps saying stupid shit in front of everybody. They gonna keep clowning his ass. Dr. Eugene was trying to help him on the bus, but he thought since the women wasn't around, he can say that stupid shit. And that's what I be talking about with Cecil. Everybody want to act like Cecil so fucking cool, but Cecil is passive aggressive. Because why are you laughing so hard? Why are you laughing so hard like Dr. Simone didn't go and move into a whole nother fucking house on your ass? Y'all keep playing these little boy ass games. Man, shout out to Dr. Eugene, bro. Cause like he's the one. Okay? That's just how I feel about it. Dr. Eugene is the one. Okay. So y'all don't forget about Thailand. Reset by Design Wellness. We are going on our second retreat to Phuket, Thailand in June. Make sure y'all sign up. We're gonna be at one luxury beachfront villa. Okay, we gonna get some food. Girl, look at the beach, look at the islands. We're going to get involved in the culture, girl. We're going to be out here living life. Okay, only posting on the internet for everyone's benefit, but girl, we're gonna be living our life. Okay, make sure y'all sign up. Reset by Design Wellness. There is a code in the description box to get 5% off using Bondy5. But I really want y'all to come out. We're going to have a good time. We're going to relax, relate, and release. And let's not forget, I had a really good time in Ghana, girl. I had a really good time in Ghana. It was great. We had great accommodations. We grew as people, girl. It was just nice. It was really nice. I enjoyed myself so very, very much. Okay. Now we're going to take a little break. And when we come back, we're going to get into Contessa and Buffie.
Anywhere you go, give it on. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. So this is how it all started.
The safe space. We're trying to
Shout out to Oliver Twix.
understand how you understand. I've heard the main complaint with Mariah was always her demeanor of she was in charge. The women needed to bow to her. Did you see her have those type of moments with other people, whether it be a cast member or a member of production?
No, what I saw was somebody that was abused when I was on the season. I remember we were in Savannah at the cast trip and she had gotten stung by a bee. And I remember her lip was swelling up. And Simone and Jackie just sat there and kept doing their notes. And I was like, do the damn CB gotta go get us some Benadryl or the doctor's gonna do something. And I went and they didn't even move. So I don't know what the dark sordid past was.
They did not like that lady. We're gonna get into Mariah right after this because I took some notes, girl. So we're gonna get into Mariah and Carlos right after this.
But they all messy. Really, it was Simone. It was not Mariah. It was Simone saying, you need to get in Jackie's ass. Simone called me when she was doing a green screen one day.
Didn't I tell y'all I feel like Dr. Simone is the one that they go to production to get the ball rolling?
And she was all in a panic talking about, they're going to blame this on me. And I was like, what are you talking about? I might have told Jackie about your fertility issues on the way to your Fab and Frugal party. What's wrong with Toya being able to spend money and shop? I don't understand why people give her so much grief about living a soft life. Black people should be allowed to. What's wrong with that? They want to say she's a gold digger. Are their husbands gold diggers? Because they paying bills over there too.
Who are you talking about?
The doctors and the dentists. Still to this day can't believe what she did in Go. But you know.
Are you talking about when she was defending Dr. Jackie at the table?
Yeah, there's stuff y'all didn't see.
Like what?
Like she said, Jackie didn't lie, your uterus don't work, do it?
I mean, we heard what she said to Sweet Tea, so I believe it.
And that was when, yeah, like just evil shit. I lost it. I couldn't believe she grabbed my neck and was screaming at me. And she said something really horrible to me. She, was like, get down on the floor and let me rock you like the babies you'll never have. Like y'all didn't, they cut all that out. Like these women really went for the,
Contessa said that?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Allegedly.
Not allegedly. She said it. There's no, I'm not saying alleged shit. This shit happened. I dare a bitch to sue me. I will tear everybody ass up. I didn't say no. I could own Bravo. A bitch could own Bravo right now.
No, we can talk about it.
Jackie. Child, you know who I'm talking about? The person everybody always talking about why I keep talking about her. Jackie, the devil, honey.
One of my favorite, and this is just one of my favorite quotes, just to say when I want to embody how over something I am. Buffie, I receive it. Done with it.
You know, she stole that line from me.
Buffy, what you talking about?
Yeah, it's cool. So that makes it even worse. It was like, yo, Reed, bitch. Reed, you found shit against me. Yes, Reed.
Did you not feel like her apologies were sincere? Did you just not want to take it? The apology at the reunion.
Apologized at a reunion, a lawyer statement, and gave an Academy Award winning performance. Yep, she did. And I said I accepted. Yep.
And you said you accepted it.
I
and
did.
Even what you saying you accepted it, it's still up in motherfucking stuff.
I don't like her.
Help me. Listen, this is a safe space. We're trying to understand how you understand. I've heard the main complaint with Mariah was all
Okay. So that was how it started. And then this is Dr. Contessa.
Sir, to try to ruin my medical reputation. I am literally known as one of the most empathetic doctors, and I'm just going to be very, very clear. I was nothing but kind to her. And for her to, in my opinion, last episode, when anybody is seeing how the season goes, trying to make it to the season 2, right? You just playing it up for the cameras. I was like, sis, let me, because I understand, but let's just fix your face because there is a camera here. I never pulled her into my lap and said, let me cuddle with it.
That's not what she said. We just watched the clip. She said, you said, let me pull you down on the ground and rock you like the babies you'll never have. That's what she said.
Whatever the dumb shit is that she said, it literally makes no grammatical sense, and it makes no...
Maybe you don't remember saying it, Dr. Contessa, but you was on one.
Literal sense. It is literally something that, I'm just going to be honest with you, Bravo don't give a shit about none of us. You think they would have played that if I said that? So stop using other people's reputation to try to get a...
Girl, she is really upset. All the veins in her neck. She is so upset. I don't believe her. I think she's scared that what happened to Jackie is going to happen to her. Because she's trying to make it seem as if she wasn't being mean and she wasn't being cruel to Buffy in that scene, but she was. I'm gonna let her continue on.
A little attention, okay? You say you're rich, you say you're doing fine. I came after the fact and I said I apologize to you for your perception, because if you thought that I was anything but empathetic to you,
that's not a real apology to tell me you apologize for my perception. No, bitch, it wasn't just her perception. It was Simone's perception, Mariah's perception, and Toya's perception.
Sincerely apologize to you. I told you that. I said, I want to hug your neck. And I told her from my heart an empathetic story about my experience as a woman who lost several children. In one, I actually...
No, what you did was told her that everybody has been through it. So get over it. That's what you told her. You told her, we've all been through it. We've all been through it, girl. Get over it. You have got to get out of this. And then you grabbed her face. Girl, I'm sorry, but we're not going to play these games, Dr. Contessa. Hold up. Because I know Peacock not going to let me pull it up, because I was going to pull it up and play the audio for y'all, but that's okay, because I took notes.
You have to fucking bury. So
now you want us to feel sorry for you having to bury children. But let's get into it. I'm gonna just give y'all my notes. Okay. I'm gonna give y'all my notes because Dr. Contessa is doing a lot. Contessa runs downstairs when she hears that Buffy is having a breakdown. And to me, at this point, everybody is tired of Buffy talking about this, and they're tired of Buffy crying about it. They feel like Dr. Jackie has apologized many times. Let it go. That's how everybody feels. I feel like Dr. Jackie's apologies are for everybody else's benefit, not for Buffy. She's not really sorry. That's how I feel. And I feel like that's what Buffy's picking up on. She's not really sorry. These are apologies so that she doesn't look like a bad person, because she really let that shit fly out of her mouth like that wasn't the most fucked up thing for her to say. But anyway, Dr. Contessa screams, "We have all been there, baby girl." And please understand that when grown-ass women are calling another grown-ass woman baby girl, just as Dr. Jackie did to Sweet Tea this season, you are being condescending and you are acting as if that person's feelings are small and childish. That's what you were doing to Buffy in that scene, Dr. Contessa. You ran down the stairs. "We've all been there, baby girl." Now, mind you, Simone tries to stop Contessa from going down there because she knows the energy Dr. Contessa is on, and she knows the energy that Buffy is on. And Buffy is in a place that she is completely distraught. She is screaming, she's crying, she's hurt. Y'all, you could say what you want to say, but I believe that Buffy was genuinely hurt, genuinely spiraling, going down a rabbit hole of feelings that she probably does a lot of, stacking shit on top of, right? I don't know about y'all, but there are some things in life that are so painful that a lot of people really can't just get over it. They can't get over the fact that they could not have a baby. That shit is very hard to feel and deal with on any front, y'all. On any front, that shit is hard. And to have them bring that shit up on camera over and over again, then have Dr. Jackie say that shit in that room like she did, not really fully apologizing, had everybody ganging up on you, telling you to just hurry up and accept her bullshit apology. I'm sorry. I understood where Buffy was coming from. It may not have been the way everybody else would have reacted. You could feel like she was doing it for show, but I don't even give a fuck because, bitch, if my feelings are hurt and I want to exaggerate how hurt my feelings are, guess what, bitch? You still hurt my feelings. You still said something fucked up to me. So let me continue. Jackie is talking to Curtis and she says, I have apologized. He said, yeah, you apologized again. Mimicking Dr. Jackie, feeling like I've already apologized for this shit. How many times y'all need me to apologize, knowing that those apologies were never really sincere? And then she says, if I need to keep apologizing, maybe I need to step away from the group. And this was towards Simone because Simone kept trying to get her to genuinely apologize because Simone can see that it's not genuine, bitch. You coming off cold-hearted. And I want you to do this until you do it right. Because you making us all look bad, bitch. That's where Simone was coming from when she kept trying to make Jackie apologize to Buffy. But Jackie stayed in that same energy. Contessa in Heavenly, I feel like, took the emotions of Dr. Jackie. And I feel like Simone being a little bit more in the middle could see where Buffy was coming from. Mariah and Toya totally understood where Buffy was coming from because they were the ones defending Buffy to Contessa once Buffy left. Okay? But this is once again a time where Jackie and Curtis are threatening everybody with a good time, telling them that they're going to take their stick in the mud asses on home. Buffy tells her that she's not in a place. She said, I'm not in a place right now, Contessa. Meaning I'm not in a mode to have a scene with you. So Contessa, the way you keep trying to act like Buffy was just trying to have a scene, if Buffy was really just trying to have a scene, why did she tell you that she didn't want to talk? Why did she really just want to be down there by herself? Once she was down there with Toya by herself and Toya was like, I'm gonna go get you some champagne, she was calming down. And then you come down there screaming, we've all been there, baby girl. And it seems condescending and it just seems cruel. It seems like you were not giving a fuck about how she felt and you were more annoyed with the fact that she keeps trying to make Dr. Jackie feel bad. And so instead of taking the real, honest, compassionate approach, you took like a fake compassionate approach. You're not really being compassionate, but you're saying the words in an angry manner. And that's supposed to make Buffy what? Stop crying and become happy for your benefit? She screams in Buffy's face and tells her that they've all been through shit and she's wallowing and she can't keep wallowing and she needs to get out of this shit. Your need to tough love Buffy out of what she was in was the bullshit. You grabbed her face. You grabbed Buffy's face and told her that she's wallowing in self-pity and she needs to get over it. And I feel like Mariah said, you don't have a right to even say that shit to that lady because even though you have had miscarriages and you've had to bury a baby, Contessa, you still went on to have healthy children, which Buffy has not been able to do. I could get over a miscarriage like you did if I was able to go and then have more children. She has not been able to do that. And you have a disconnect in understanding if you think your response to her was showing compassion. It wasn't. You were showing her contempt because you were aggravated that everybody continues to try to make Dr. Jackie feel bad. Buffy leaves. Toya asks Contessa, why are you being so aggressive? Contessa, once again, calling Buffy baby girl on her way out. Mariah asks, why do you do that? Why do you walk up to people asking what's wrong, and when they tell you you don't like the answer and you snap out on them and start screaming? Contessa starts screaming, well, of course I'm going to ask because she's crying and doing all of this. You were acting like Buffy was overreacting, and you were agitated with her overreacting. So yeah, when you grabbed her face, I definitely believe, I am more inclined to believe that Buffy is not lying about what she said, because your energy was not about being compassionate. It was about trying to tough love her because she needs to hurry up and get the fuck over it. Because all of y'all have gone through things. Toya said something to her. Simone said something to her, and Mariah and her got into a little physical back and forth. Now, at the time, I felt like Mariah was just trying to have a moment, right? Like, you ain't really had a lot of shit going on. You know, the drug thing, I think, fell flat, but whatever. Who cares? I think that in that moment, even though I'm glad Mariah defended Buffy, and I agree with everything Mariah said, at the time, I felt like Mariah was just trying to have a scene because the shit was over and here you come downstairs. But you know what? Mariah was right. I was wrong. Mariah was fucking right. She should have came down there and checked your ass, because you was doing that I'm tall, I'm big, I'm in the military shit. And Mariah was like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Me and you the same height. You wrong. Okay? And then she grabbed her hand because Contessa's talking with her hand. So she grabs her hand. She said, you gonna get off me? She said, no, I won't. And then Contessa grabs her hand. You gonna get off me. Okay? Child, it looked like it was about to get physical between them bitches. Okay? But that was another thing that kind of made me feel like Mariah, you know, was on the Carlos interview with all the grandstanding and shit, but you was about that physical shit when it was time for it. Stop acting like you so above shit. No, you're not. You're not so above anything. Okay? Hold up. Let me see. Buffy may be torturing herself, but I still feel like that's still her pain to feel, and nobody has a right to tell her not to feel pain about the fact that she can't experience pregnancy. Like, that's oh, she can get a surrogate. Like, so what? Does that mean that I still can't feel hurt and pain in this life about something that I really wanted to experience that I can't experience? Like, I think it's really like fucked up the way people don't seem to have a lot of compassion for the fact that Buffy is dealing with the I'll never be able to have this thing. And I think that's hard for anybody to deal with. And as much as everybody wants her to hurry up and get over it, in real life, that's some shit that comes in waves. Sometimes you feel better about it. Sometimes you like, you know what? It's for the best. I wasn't supposed to. It's fine. And other times it knocks the wind out of you and makes you feel like you failed as a woman in life and all of that. So I feel like that's easy for people to say who maybe haven't really understood what it's like to feel that way. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna have this hard ass reaction to Buffy, because essentially I feel like Buffy's pain is real, and I do feel like these bitches is mean. Like, for lack of a better term, these bitches is mean. Y'all are not going to convince me that she's so wrong for being hurt when Dr. Jackie is still the same mean ass person, and Contessa is online grandstanding with all of her veins popping out of her fucking neck, totally lying about the tone she had with Buffy when they was down there in Toya's closet.
Lying ass bitch.
She's not a lying ass bitch, Contessa. You think telling somebody you want to hug their neck sounds compassionate, bitch? That sounds like you really wanted to say, I want to wring your neck because I want you to stop complaining about this shit and get over it, because you're working on everybody's nerves, making them feel bad for you. That's what I really feel like you felt.
You know where to find me, Chastain Integrative Medicine, and you said, should I sue you based on that dumb shit? Because again, I didn't say it. And if I did say that, everyone would have been like, gasp. Oh my God, who would say such a thing? You would have heard it before and they would have played it. So I am going to come.
And I also don't believe that. I believe that sometimes the networks protect themselves from triggering the public too much. And you saying what you said could have caused issue not only for yourself, but for the network, if they would have allowed that to come out, that you said that shit to her about let me rock you like the babies you'll never have. Bitch, the way you was going at that lady, I believe that that's something you could have said.
Back to who I am. I'm quite sure my husband is going to be furious that I even responded. But when it comes to, I finished medical school in 1998. I am a 100% service-connected Navy veteran. I'm a physician. I'm a mother of 3 live children. But
Bitch, you can't even help yourself. You can't even help yourself. I'm gonna let you clean it up, though. I'm gonna let you clean it up, Contessa. Go ahead, clean it up.
my first child also matters, and I shared that very personal story with you. And for you to take that, again, move on with your life, sis. Ain't nobody out here trying to take over your life, ain't trying to ruin you. And if you didn't get what you needed from Married to Medicine, that has nothing to do with anyone who has ever been a part of that cast. Take that up with NBC Universal and Bravo. But don't
Wipe the snot, Contessa. Wipe the snot. The snot is bothering me. I'm gonna let it go.
be out here
Yeah, please.
trying to destroy the rest of us because you didn't get what you needed from whatever you were doing that season. Share your real life. Be whoever the fuck you really are. And literally, if it's interesting, it is. If it's not, it's not. And if you have now decided that this is what I should have been and this is what I should have shown, then, oh, sorry. But I did not say that. And y'all, I don't care all this pacer.
Girl. Let her tell it. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't believe Dr. Contessa. I think she doing all of that overreacting and jumping up and down and vein popping and pressure raising. Because she did exactly what that lady. I think she did exactly what that lady said she said. Okay. So we're not gonna play the Carlos and Mariah interview this time because I actually had a chance to watch it and make notes beforehand. But I'm gonna pull it up here, for visual sake. Okay. Okay. First let's take a little quick break. Y'all like the video and then we'll come back and get into this last part. Okay, girl. So I'm just going to give you the cliff notes, which means the notes I took. Mariah says Jackie is the real villain. I agree. From day one, she was rude to her, and Mariah thought it was about her. But no, now we all realize that this is something inside of Jackie. Jackie is probably an envious, jealous-hearted person that likes to, keep a hard shell and keep people away and do this icy cold, respectability politics exterior so that she never has to look imperfect, so that she doesn't have to show who she really is. She doesn't have to be vulnerable for real. That way she can keep this whole image of being superior to everybody. Okay. That's what that is. All right. The girls that are brave enough to be who they are, regardless, she has envy of them. Mariah asked if Jackie is going to show what she's going through and how she picks up the pieces after, what we've seen happen with her career and all of that. I don't even know if this has really affected Dr. Jackie's practice. I still see her commercials on Instagram about the products that she sells. So I don't know if this has really affected her bottom line, but I would like to know. Mariah is wondering, why was it on Heavenly's YouTube channel? If that's your best friend, why didn't she take that video down? And she still felt bad for Jackie because she knows how much Jackie cares about her career, but she needs to fire her team because she should have been authentic, apologized instead of doing a fake apology, which was very cringy. I agree with all of that. Mariah says that she's going to do more for her than she did for Mariah, and point out that she's really good at what she does. And I appreciated Mariah for saying that, because I think that's true. I think Mariah will show more grace and she will compliment the next woman better than Dr. Jackie ever would. Like, that's why I said that Dr. Jackie is envious, because I've never even really seen her compliment other women like that. Anyway, I mean, maybe at the beginning, like season 1, her and Dr. Simone, but as the years have gone on, it seems as if she doesn't have anything snarky or smart to say, she doesn't say anything. She points out that they have to show the real shit that's going on in their marriages. The show is called Married to Medicine. I kind of feel like, but did we ever deal with Aiden cheating on you? Because I heard that Aiden cheated on Mariah, but I don't know if we ever saw that. So that's another thing. And then when Mariah went through her miscarriage, like, I do understand not wanting to be on the show, but how can you say that whenever things were really going on in your life, you disappeared from the show whenever you felt like it? I'm just saying. Anyway, Toya is the epitome of a doctor's wife, but she needed something for her. I said the same thing. I agree with that. The cast joined together against the producers early on. That's what Mariah was trying to do. The fact that a lot of the reality shows have this, production company versus the cast shit is really sad. I think it just shows that the cast eventually sees production as the villain, and we don't even get to see that that's what's really happening. And that makes me upset. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be where you're producing these people, the ins and outs of their life, and they really can't trust you because you're a fucking snake trying to get them to act out of character on camera for the show. But again, y'all come on the show, y'all know this is what people are going to expect of y'all. Still, I feel like there's some nastiness involved with the whole cast versus production situation. But Mariah was trying to get the women together so that production wouldn't be able to turn them against each other. And Toya's ass is the one that went to production and told them what she was trying to do, which to me shows that none of these women can really trust one another. They're all going to be out for self. That's why there's no real camaraderie. Like, everybody's here to do their job. And I think they pretend to be friends better than other cast of people. But essentially, it seems as if Heavenly and Dr. Jackie might be the only real friends. Simone still feels like Dr. Jackie is her real friend. But outside of that, nobody else is really friends on this cast. Toya and Simone, I feel like they have a real friendship. But that's more so because Simone is her doctor too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it just kind of seems a lot of disjointed relationships on this show at this point. Mariah doesn't talk to any of these women, which is why she shouldn't be on the show. She needs to go do something else. I would like to see Mariah on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm not even gonna lie. Please put Mariah on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Please. We would appreciate that, especially since Candy isn't coming back. Y'all got Portia, y'all got Kenya. Please don't go get any more old housewives. Don't go get not another fucking old housewife. And I'm even still wondering what Portia is going to give, because I know she's going to try to fake the funk and not really talk about whatever is really going on with her and Simon. Okay. So yeah, I don't know what Portia is going to give. I don't. She might just give, shade and some giggles. And I mean, the last time I seen her on the TV show, I felt like Portia was giving Mean Girl tease. So maybe she'll come back in her villain era. You know what I'm saying? And because we like Kenya now, I definitely can see them arguing. I don't know why people think they're going to be friends. They tried that already. When they first had their babies, they tried to be friends. It did not work out. I do not think Kenya and Portia are going to be friends this upcoming season. I don't see it happening. It makes more sense for Portia to be in her I don't give a fuck villain era, and for Kenya to be in her I'm gonna hold this whole accountable and nobody does it better than me. That's what makes most sense. Okay. But I don't know, girl. We'll just have to wait and see what it's gonna give. But I think they need all new cast. I don't want to see another old person. I want all new people. I don't know why y'all keep suggesting for Phaedra and for Kim to come back. Cut that the fuck out. Nene's not coming back. Let that die. Yeah, we need new people. All new people. And I damn sure don't want to see Sheree. Please no. Marlo, I really feel like Marlo is better as a friend, especially when there's a person on the main cast whose coochie she's suckling for the moment. Then we get the most out of Marlo. But when she has to like be the story, she'll create beef out of nowhere for no fucking reason. And we don't want that, because that's what she did last season and the season before that. And that's boring. Stop it. What else is going on? Toya is the one that had the idea for Mariah to drug test her hair to prove that she wasn't doing cocaine. I've already told y'all that I don't know, because people have said they saw her do it, and your hair is colored. You know what I'm saying? Like you doing color on your hair, you doing all kind of shit on your hair that could possibly make it inconclusive as to whether you've ever done drugs or not. Also, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't judge people like that. Like, you know, people do whatever they got to do. So I really don't judge people when it comes to shit like that. Like, I don't care. Like, you did coke, you didn't do coke. Fuck. Anyway, she said that she feels like Heavenly is going too hard on Sweet Tea. They're shutting Sweet Tea out. I do agree that they are. And I think that happened when Sweet Tea started saying what she might have known about their marriages and trying to put everybody on blast and not kind of having this united front shit. That might have been the moment. I don't know. But I like Sweet Tea because she's so raw. She's forcing reactions out of everybody. And y'all otherwise would have just protected one another. Heavenly doesn't have any room to speak on anyone's marriage. Mariah maintains that she has receipts on Dr. Damon, and she just feels that it's not her place to put it out. And I just kind of feel like, I ain't gonna lie, I won't know. I mean, it's probably something simple. You know, he cheated. You know, it ain't nothing big. But, you know, Heavenly's always acting as if her and, you know, Dr. Daddy are so perfect. Yeah, it does give obnoxious at some points. But I don't think we really need them people tea like that. But they are on this reality show. So there's that. Phaedra should have her own show, but she's there for a check and she's not working for the check. Carlos went in on Phaedra for her not giving. And I was like, well, I told y'all that. I don't know why anybody doesn't listen to me, but I kept telling y'all that Phaedra wasn't going to give shit. Y'all weren't paying attention to Phaedra the first time. Y'all just got hung up on her reads and her ass. But if you were actually paying, and then some of y'all don't like Candy, but if you were actually paying attention, Phaedra hadn't been giving anything since Apollo left. Like, she hadn't been giving anything. And she'd been on several other reality shows, at least one or two reality shows since Real Housewives of Atlanta, giving absolutely nothing on those shows. So I knew she was going to show up just to be cute, be funny, show her ass, and get her little check. That's all she's here for. She's not here to really show y'all her life, because as much as she tries to act like she's all carefree and everything now, she's always been guarded. Phaedra has always been extremely guarded. She didn't even want to tell us when she was going to have her baby because she didn't want everybody to know she had a baby out of wedlock, even though she's married to the nigga at the time. Like, crazy, you know, parameters and controls to put on your life and your story in order to have this respectability politics shit. No, I saw her on Traders and she is good on Traders. Anytime she can be the snake that she is, I think that she's perfect. Okay. And I say that because Phaedra is so good at smiling and acting diplomatic in front of everybody else and doing slick, grimy shit behind the scenes. She's so good for that. So yeah, on Traders, she's fantastic. And I think I like her on those types of shows. But a show where it actually has, you know, to show her life, I don't know. I mean, I don't hate her on this show. So I'm not mad about it, you know, but I just knew that she wasn't really going to give anything. Her son came in a clutch and saved her with that speech he gave, little cute self. Mariah is meant to be on TV. She even has another reality show that she wants to do, Love and Medicine, I think. And she said she even has some girls already. And I'm just like, okay, well, let's find a production company, Mariah. Like, aren't we talking to Carlos? Like, isn't he on? Make it happen. Make it fucking happen. We want to see. And then she goes back into being iced out. And I just kind of feel like you need to get over being iced out, because essentially it was just time for you to go. And I feel like you had been yo-yoing for a long time. If y'all pay attention, she on one season, off the next, on one season, off the next. I really don't think I need to be around these women anymore. You're not friends with them. You're not talking to any of them anymore. Y'all are not cool. They iced you out because y'all are not friends. And they didn't like you and they didn't respect you. And I know that hurts, but fuck them. Like you said, you got a whole nother show in the chamber. Do it again. Do it again. Go be famous on somebody else's show and just take it as a part of the journey. But you knew that women didn't like you from the beginning because they was judging you because you weren't a doctor and they're elitist. Carlos is putting more money in the women's pockets by talking about them. Okay. Okay. I really feel like you're too upset about being called a blogger. I think you way too bothered about it. I think you want them to hold you to this reverence that they don't hold you to. And I think it's weird that you care that much. I do. I think you really shouldn't give a fuck. Like, I'm a blogger, whatever, bitch. I said what I said. You're boring. Nobody cares. Like, he just cares too much about what they think about him. And I do feel like there's a blind spot for you to be more into Bravo shows than your own show. It gives, I want so badly to be accepted by people that reject me. That's what it gives. I want you to get that together, Carlos. Black people are scared of the white man on reality TV. I think that's a cute dog whistle to the black people, Carlos. But black people don't do you any better in production. They still don't want to pay you. They still want to get interns to do everything. They still want to cut corners. They still want to be snakes and handle their talent fucked up. So at the end of the day, you know, I know y'all tried to make it racial at the end, but I'm not falling for that because I've heard you don't treat people that well on your production team either as a black man. So I'm not about to do this with you. Nice try. Yes, I know that Mariah's studio sleek. Yes, I know. I saw. I got it. Make it happen. Make it fucking happen. Carlos loves patting himself on the back. Yeah, he does. He always has to tell us he's the, you know, the king of reality TV. Hey, you are as you say you are. Okay. Journey with Corinne, thank you so much for the super chat. The baby locks are popping. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to leave I was like, I'm gonna go get my faux locks back in, but I think I might leave it alone for a little while, y'all. I think I might leave my little baby locks out and, you know, just get into the vibe of it all. You know what I'm saying, girl? Thank you. What is it? Is it Nisi Badass? Thank you for the super chat, love. Hey. The Quasia G, thank you for the super chat, my love. Thank you. Sweet Cherry, thank you for the super chat. Moonchild, thank you for the super sticker. The skin is glowing. I see the sun. Yes, listen, finally the sun is out. The sun is out, y'all. I'm gonna be outside this weekend. Y'all know it's Mardi Gras. It's Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras is next week. So I'm gonna be outside, girl. So if you see me, say hey. Kaisha Joshua, thank you for the super sticker, love. Thank you. Miko, hey, you can't convince me Giselle and Jackie ain't the same type of person. Jackie just sneakier with her shit. Thank you, Miko. I would agree with that if it were not for the fact that I feel like the light-skinnedness of it all means that Giselle doesn't have to really do half as much as Jackie has done. I won't discount the fact that Jackie works very hard. I think that Giselle is lazy. And thank you for another super chat, boo. You can't tell someone you hurt how to hurt. And that's what I'm saying about the Buffy situation. Like, oh my God, hey, Erica. I cannot wait to watch your Married to Medicine review. I saw you tweet. Are y'all following Erica De Niro? Y'all need to follow Erica De Niro. She's like my fave. I love her. But yes. I want Mariah on Real Housewives of Atlanta. That would be cute. Quad. Get Quad over there on Real Housewives of Atlanta. That would be cute. Call her. Yeah, I think it needs to be new girls. I think it needs to be girls with personalities. People who have shit going on in their real life and they aren't afraid to tell us what's going on in their real life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all, that's all I got for y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the video today. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, because I'll be on there, girl. The Ooh Ladies First panel will be on my channel this week, so we will be back on Thursday. Shout out to that. And members, my members, please don't forget Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Love and Hip Hop Miami. I'm going to come to y'all with that next. And also I'm going to do another BondyBlue show, a public one. I think. Yeah, this next one's going to be a public BondyBlue show. I'm probably gonna do that one tomorrow. So y'all just, turn those notifications on. Make sure that y'all plugged into your girl because I'm gonna be giving y'all some more content this week. And y'all are gonna want to follow me on Instagram if y'all want to see how Mardi Gras look. So make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at BondyBlue on everything. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Y'all be blessed. And I'll talk to y'all later.